Hello, Math 111 students. This is section 9.2, notes, page 4. For example, in this case, we can picture a 95% confidence interval for the population as the middle 95%. A picture of that looks like this, where 95% of the area is in the middle. And then we have 5% of the area left to divide equally amongst these two sides. So we need 2.5 and 2.5. Written as a decimal instead of a percentage, that's 0.025. Use the t-distribution table. You can find this Roman numeral 6 on our e-text. You just have to type the page number as A-14, appendix page 14, and then you'll come up with the same table that I have printed out right here. It says, find the area to the right, the t value that holds 2.5% of the area to the right of it. The cool thing about our t-distribution table, as this legend up here shows, is it already is the area to the right. That's what we're talking about. So they tell us what the degree of freedom is, and the degrees of freedom is 20. We go to row name 20, and we're trying to find this confidence interval of 2.5% of the area is to its right, and that's how they got that value on the filled in notes, 2.086. Compare this to an equivalent critical value for a z-score instead of a t-score. So the z-score works exactly the same way. The middle 95%, we have 5% to divide equally, so we need 2.5% over here and 2.5% over here. But when we look up these values on a z-table, the z-score table gives us area to the left. So we've got all that middle 95% plus the additional 2.5%. We want 97.5% of the area to be to the left. So we reverse look this up in the Z table, change that percentage to a rate, and we're looking up 0.9750. Looking up 0.9750, might have to zoom in on this a bit. 0.9750, 1.96, 1.96, there it is, 1.96. Z value, 1.96. Okay, again, the difference is on the T table, we are looking up area to the right. On the Z table, we're looking up area to the left. It says compare this to the equivalent critical value for the Z-score. It's smaller. Okay, this has a bigger disbursement, a wider spread, if you will. It contains more of the data. The standard deviation is a little bit larger for those. Now, the cool thing about this T distribution table is as we let the confidence, the degrees of freedom increase, all the way down here to do degrees of freedom up to 1,000, when we look at the same value, we're getting closer and closer to the z-score values. This is 1.962, and then it gives you that z value equivalent to it, 1.960. So technically I didn't have to grab my other table. It's right here on the T distribution table as well. I hope this is helpful, guys, with some of your problems. Email me if you have any other questions. We'll talk to you soon.